Hello, hello, hello. I hope that y'all are well. Put a one in the comments if you can hear me clearly too. Before I get started, let me send this out. Okay. I hope that y'all are well. I'm missing some people I can't find. Hi. Y'all put a one in the comments if y'all can hear me clearly. I'm trying to get these girls together, child. When I put moves on them. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. If this is your first time joining me, I'm super country, so I like to drink my water one out of jars, old honey jars. So if you see them, just mind your business. It's the best thing I can tell you. Hey y'all. Hey my Arshia. If we don't get on the call, ma'am, because I miss your face. Okay. Hey Atlanta. Atlanta, see you soon. That's the plan. Hi Michigan. Hey love. Okay. Ma'am, I need to see your face. Don't play. All right, y'all. Today I'm gonna be talking. Ooh, now my iPad might die. Wait, hold on. We got another cord. I can hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know now. Okay. Is this cord? Oh no. I'm gonna just use my computer. It's okay. Hey Nashville. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about monetizing. Did I even put a title on this? Girl, I don't even think I put a title on here. Wait a minute. Did I? I don't even think I put a title on here, y'all. Pray for my mind. Let me go and put it on here. That's crazy. I can't believe me. I'm so childish. There we go. Let me pin it real quick. So, what I'm talking about today is monetizing your creativity, closing the gap between your crazy ideas and consistent income. I'm going to show you the things that need to be done in order for you to close the gap of consistent income, which creates flow. If you have been joining me this week, I have been doing a series called Womb Truths, and I've been speaking about how your womb is connected to your creative process, not just literally, but figuratively as well. And so I've been showing you, but let me tell y'all, so if you missed the first day, I have something for you. God, the Most High is on your side. Because the video that I did on Monday, supporting y'all and basically learning how to. What did I talk about Monday? Let me go back. Hold on. That's when I was saying why your creativity is stuck, healing your womb from survival mode, where you pass the bar assessment and all of those things. Mode where you pass the bar assessment and all of those things. Y'all, that video has no sound, so I could not put it on YouTube. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and do a repeat for y'all, because that live was so powerful and I want women to be able to catch it. And it's really important to pull your womb out of survival mode if you want to thrive in this new era, because in this new era, creativity is going to be the winner. All that hard work, hustling is not going to buy. It's not going to work in this era, because you can't outwork a robot and you can't outwit AI. You're going to have to get in real communal, real relationship with the one that created you to activate the creative within yourself so that you can create opportunity, which attracts more money. Because guess what? People are still making money in this recession that people are saying, right? People are still making a whole lot of money. Business is still rolling for me. Business is still rolling a whole lot for my colleagues as well. And there's no gimmick, there's no game. We literally are standing on business when it comes down to what we were created to do. And so if you know that you have creative gifts and these ideas sound crazy as all get out, I'm going to support you today on connecting your crazy ideas to consistent income, because there are some steps that you can take. Today I'm going to break down probably about I'm gonna break down about 5 steps, and then I'm going to give you like some honorable mentions that I personally love to use that have worked for me also and work for my clients. So I'm gonna put you on game with that. So if you've been wanting to monetize your creativity and close the gap between your crazy ideas and consistent income, this is going to be the absolute live for you. And tomorrow, where I was going to be having my original masterclass that's rescheduled to next week, I'm going to do a redo of how to get your womb out of survival mode so that you can start creating more opportunity for yourself and start attracting more monetary things to you, okay? Because there's no reason why you should not be getting paid as a woman in 2024. There's no reason why you should be looking for a man to be your bag and your plan. There's no reason why you should be looking at your 9 to 5 to be your plan. What you need to know in 2024, that all of those things I just described to you are unreliable. That man can get sick. That man can leave this earth. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the reality of that you're not living in. That man can get sick. That man can leave this earth. That man could decide to stop paying your bills. Let's go ahead and get into it. That job could decide to close its doors. That job could decide to fire you, because a lot of y'all live in at-will states and they ain't got to give you a reason to let you go. You need to come into the reality that you are going to have to start creating opportunity for yourself if you want to attract money. Period. So all this city girl mentality and the different things that they have been trying to rear you into that experience to do, those things don't work, beloved. See, they don't really tell you the truth about these things. So I want you to get in position to be in alignment to catch bags, because that's supposed to be your reality as a feminine woman. You should not be out here chasing bags. It tells you in scripture in Proverbs 23 specifically, where it speaks about if you chase wealth, it's almost like it will take up wings like a bird and fly away from you, because that's not your position to chase wealth. That's not your job. Your job is to sit back. You understand that queens sit back and they receive gifts? They are a gift. Therefore, they receive gifts. But you don't even recognize that you're a gift. And if you don't recognize that you are a gift, how are you going to activate your gifts in order to monetize them to be able to live the life that you really want to live, instead of settling for the one that you have right now? Okay? So for those, again, who are joining, my name is Elle Antoinette. I am a feminine mastery architect. What I do is that I support my amazing clients by helping them master their feminine design. And I work with women leaders. So let me be very clear. I don't work with every woman. I'm not a girl. I'm not every girl's girl. I am for the women who are serious about living the lives that they want to live. I'm not for the women who want to complain and sit around and gossip. I'm for the girls who want to get out here and make it happen and live the lives that they want to live. That includes having amazing suitors, an amazing partner, amazing friendships, and amazing life experience. You are responsible for creating that. So those are the type of women that I work with. Women who want to be in a high vibrational state, who ooze the fruits of the spirit. Because that's really being high vibrational. Being high vibrational is peace, love, joy. Those are fruits of the spirit. I connect and support women who want to stay and attract in spaces like that and create from spaces like that. And not everybody wants to do that. Some people just like toxicity. They like destruction. And I'm not your girl for that. If you want to come out of that, I am the one to support you during that process. So I guide women in mastering their feminine design. I support them in using emotions and cycles to enhance their creativity, their productivity, and financial growth. Women who work with me tend to end up making more money and they make this money with ease, because they are operating from a space of authenticity and of pure character. Authenticity, your secret sauce of who you are, your uniqueness, is what gets you in the room and what makes you attractive. Okay? But what keeps you in the room is your character, which is why you see that a lot of people are unable to stay in rooms that they may have even helped build up, because they couldn't get their character together to be able to stay in the room. So therefore they're being put out of the room. Okay? So it's not about you being able to start a business. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my computer because my iPad died. It's not about you being able to start something. It's about you being able to sustain that thing that you started. All right? So, let me pull this up. Like I said, today I'm going to be talking about monetizing your crazy ideas. Okay? Because they're really not that crazy. How much longer do I have on this computer? Oh, this computer about to die too. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to make sure that none of these things die, because I don't have time for this. Is this plugged up? No? Hold on one second. I need this load up and working. For those who are joining, put in the comments for me where you're watching from as I get this plugged up. Are we in? We good? I think we're in. Okay, good deal. It's charging. Perfect. Hey, Miami. All right, so I'm going to tell you the 5 things that you're going to do today. Before I get into that, I need you to understand. Hi, Houston. Hi, Virginia. The first thing I want you to understand is your innate value. And I'm gonna talk more about that in the very first step that you have to take between closing the gap between your crazy ideas and monetizing or creating consistent income for yourself. But the first thing I need you to do is understand your value. When you understand, hey love, when you understand that you are time, energy, attention, and money, you know how to utilize these things to be able to make your life a whole lot better. When you don't recognize the value within yourself that are these things, you waste time, energy, attention, and money. Okay, and you never seem to get ahead in life, which is very damaging and very destructive to the self-esteem, which will push you into further bats of depression because you're not really living a life that's fulfilled. You're living a life that is bringing you down further and further. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand, number one, that you are time. You're made up of time. You're made up of Kairos time. You're made up of Chronos time. You're also made up of energy. The energy within you is divine, and that's according to Luke 17:21, where it tells you that the kingdom of heaven resides within you. So you have the God frequency within you. So the fact that you're living in a space where you are giving out your energy so freely shows that you don't understand how valuable you truly are. When you understand your value, you have boundaries. Okay? When you don't have boundaries, you begin to develop problems. Years of not having boundaries result in many people getting illnesses within their body because the body breaks down over time due to being overworked. Okay? So what you have to understand is that your energy is priceless and you don't need to position yourself to get it drained or to be devalued. So understand that you are energy. You are also attention. Excuse me. When I say that you are attention, what you have to understand is that whatever you focus on, that's where your energy is going to go and that's where your time is going to flow to. When you spend the majority of your time focusing on you and your well-being, the energy is going to automatically go to you. The time is automatically going to expand and be able to work more so in your favor. And you become more attractive to monetary opportunities because you are in a high vibrational state because the focus is on you. I tell women all the time as a tip when dealing with men, if you want something from someone, then do the exact opposite of that. If what you want is attention to be placed on yourself, don't put the attention on the person to get the attention, hoping that the attention is going to be put back on you. Focus your attention solely on you. Become so obsessed and engulfed with bettering and elevating you. When you do that, your light will shine so bright that people will come looking for you. Okay? And so you have to understand the value that you provide. Hey, Kendra, my love, you have to pay attention to the value that you provide simply because you are attention. So when you understand that you are attention and you give yourself this attention, you can't help but to attract attention naturally without having to be attention seeking, because there is a difference. When you understand that you are attention, you don't have to seek it. You just have to be. And it will follow you. And I'm going to talk more about that and how money follows you as well when you have that principle understanding of self. So you got to understand that the attention has to be on you. Y'all are worried about why somebody didn't text you back, call you back. Y'all are worried about why jobs didn't call you back, why men ain't call you back, why your friends ain't call you back. Like, have you done what you need to do for yourself? Have you made money today? Have you worked out today? Have you done something to advance you to the next level today? If all of those answers or any of those answers is no, then you don't need to be worried about why someone has not contacted you. You need to get in contact with yourself. What you're not realizing, and what a lot of women don't realize that come to work with me and they come to realize, is that what is happening in your life is a reflection of what you are doing or not doing. Period. Okay? So you are time, energy, attention, and you are also money. When you understand as a woman that you are money, you literally are the bag. When you really grasp that concept, you won't be like, you need a man to have money. Like, I don't know who, That whole mantra and that whole mindset is just so messed up. Like, women who solely feel like you just gonna go get a man because you want money is very just like, it's very cheap of you. I'm just gonna be honest. It's very cheap of you. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. It's very cheap of you because you are the innate value. You as a woman are an amplifier. When you are given a seed, you bring forth fruit in the form of life. You give life as a woman. Do you not think that you can create money and opportunity that is so attractive? Are so attractive that people try to beat down your doorstep to be able to hand you money just for you being able to be you? I don't think you, hey, my love, I don't think you understand it, and I don't think you grasp that reality about yourself. Because if you did, you wouldn't work 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs. You wouldn't whore yourself out for money. You wouldn't scam for money. You wouldn't exhaust yourself with money. You wouldn't put money on a pedestal. Therefore, you wouldn't love it so much, because that is the root of all evil, because you love it so much. You love it so much that you chase after money more so than you chase after the well-being of yourself. And when you begin to understand that you are the innate value, see, your corporation and the company that you work for already knows that you are the value. You just don't know that you're the value, which is why you work yourself into oblivion for those people, for that corporation. When you understand that you are money, and I'm going to tell you something, how companies know what employees are valuables and which ones they are just going to like throw in the trash, they don't really care about. If you go in and you threaten, but you got to be about that life. If you and see, I'm me, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I got into business, I was never afraid to lose a job because I knew a job was really losing me, baby. I was never afraid to lose a job because I knew that job was losing me. Because I knew everywhere I went, I brought value. Everywhere I went, I knew I brought value enough for you ain't finna talk to me any kind of way for me to get this money, because I trust, and this is before I was in alignment with the Most High, I trusted my gift and myself to be able to go in and get something else. I was purely that confident. Now that I understand and I have a relationship with the Most High, baby, I really be moving in rooms like, child, who is you? Most High, my dad. Listen, I ain't worried about it. But so when you have the understanding that you are money and you are value, you can go in, and if you about that life, turn in your 2-week notice for real. If you really trust your value and trust yourself, and you turn in your 2-week notice, if that corporation and company values you, they're not going to want you to leave. They'll pay you more money to stay. When you put in your 2-week notice and they don't offer you more money to stay, I'm finna tell you what they telling you without telling you. When you put in your 2-week notice at a corporation or a company and they don't try to get you to stay, they don't try to get you by adding more money or coming back with a better offer, it's because they never valued you. You served your purpose to them. You're disposable. And why do you want to operate or work for a corporation? Or better yet, why do you expect a corporation that literally sees you as dispensable and disposable? Why do you expect them to care about you even if you give them 30 years of your life? They don't give a damn about you. They do not care about you. Their job is to crunch the numbers and to meet their business goals. Speaking as a person with a business, but see, people who come work for me, it ain't their type of environment. People who come and work for me get paid well and taken care of well. They can tell you. But see, every corporation and every company does not have morals and ethics, and they don't care about you. So when you start to care about yourself and see your own value, you won't succumb to being a slave to a corporation that chooses not to serve you but to suppress you instead. When you understand that you are money, you can create opportunity and value anywhere you go. That's why you shouldn't be scared. Let me tell y'all something. Job security is not a thing anymore. Job security is not a thing anymore. Job security is not a thing anymore. Sometimes I feel like I got to say stuff 3 times for people to understand that. That is not a thing. And to be honest with you, it was never really ever a thing. That was a training that we were given, because at any time these corporations can close the doors. The question becomes, as they continue to close doors, and more doors are going to be closing, like I told y'all last year, and like y'all been seeing all year, these companies, you were right. You were saying this. I've been telling y'all for a long time. It's more corporations and companies that are going to close close their doors. The question becomes, what are you going to do when the doors close? Are you into your creative bag enough to know how to move and position yourself and to add value to any experience that you walk into? Do you know how to do that? Because if you don't know how to do that, you're going to cripple and crumble and become a slave to another corporation. And they're really going to start mistreating you and treating you real bad as time go on, because they know you need them. Because in your mind, you're trained to realize that you need a 9-to-5. You need that. But no, you need to really monetize your gifts. You need to really get in alignment with who you are so you can exude and ascend. But you're not really ready to do that work, so you continue to be a slave to a corporation, which is why you exhaust yourself for money, because you don't understand that money has no real value. Money is made up of 75% cotton, 25% linen. You worship it. Literally, you still on the plantation. In your mind. When you can simply free yourself by understanding your own value, you are time, you are energy, you are attention, you are money. Put in the comments for me, I am high level currency, because you need to understand that you are the value at that company. You want to know how much I know that you're the value at whatever corporation you're work at? If all y'all decided not to go to work tomorrow, that company is going to have to call y'all and figure out what they're going to do, because they're going to lose money. And if it means they need to give you a little bit more money instead of losing the type of money that they're going to lose for you not being there, then they're going to pay you. But y'all too scary and scared to do that. Y'all not about that, because you don't value yourself enough to not let people treat you like trash. And if you let corporations treat you like trash, you ain't finna tell me, hey, Veronia, my love, you ain't finna tell me that you letting a man is treating you like a queen. You let a job treat you like a dog. I know the people in your life are treating you the same, because who you are in life is who you are at work. You might do a little bit of code switching, but the lineup ain't changed. The lineup ain't changed of who you are. You won't negotiate a salary, but you mean to tell me you have boundaries in your life? What a lie. You mean to tell me you can't negotiate a price and a salary for them to pay you, but you know how to get in compromise in a romantic relationship or even a friendship? What a lie. Y'all got to stop lying like people don't see y'all. The first thing that has to happen is that you have to understand your value. If you want to be validated, it starts with valuing yourself, because validation is an internal experience. You don't need external validation. External validation is sprinkles to the ice cream in the cone, because the ice cream is already in the cone. Sprinkles is extra. That's how you should be looking at everything. When people compliment me, that's sprinkles. Baby, I already know I'm fine. Next. What else? Thank you. I receive that. But I already know that. And that sprinkles, because I tell it to myself. So when you understand that you are high level currency, you begin to position yourself differently, baby. You just move differently. You move differently. And because of that, you elevate and you ascend quickly. Because you don't play about you, because you realize that nobody can play with you, because nobody can play you without your permission, your participation, or the fact that you simply aren't paying attention. So which line did you fall in to get tricked? Because you tricked yourself, because you were given this beautiful thing called your God-given intuition that literally will give you warnings, but you've ignored the warnings so much to where you can't even hear no more. It's gotten so loud on the inside of your body and the inside of your mind that you can't clearly identify when you are in danger. So you continue to repeat the cycles, and you're trying to figure out why you're doing things that you claim that you don't like, but you have not hacked your own sim, because you have not gone within, because you continue to go out. You continue to seek an outside solution for an internal problem, and that doesn't work here. That's not how this goes. Understand that you are high level currency first and foremost. The second thing that you need to understand is that your belief impacts your biology, and your biology influences the way you behave. Hey, lovies. Hey, Paris, my love. I seen Paris coming too. Now, what people don't really understand when it comes down to that, the reason why a lot of us work 9-to-5s instead of stepping out there in the full belief of our gifts and activating and monetizing our creativity, is because we were trained to believe that the only way you can make money is to work for somebody else. Your beliefs impacted your biology, and your biology influenced the way you behave, which is why you slave yourself out. They made you believe that you had to be a hard-working hustler, so you work 2, 3 jobs. They told you the lie and made you believe that you can work your way to wealth. They lied to you. When are you going to start questioning the lies? How many times have these things not worked for you? How is that American dream going? Has it activated yet? No. Maybe because it was never real. But that's what happens. A lot of us have been under the Mandela effect on a multitude of things. They've been lying to us from the beginning. What are you going to do about it now that you are coming into the truth? How are you going to use it to shift your life experience? Because your belief impacts your biology, and your biology influences the way that you behave. Okay? So, I'm going to do my 3-part success strategy system towards the end because I want y'all to get this information. I want to tell you how you can monetize your creativity and how you can close the gap between your crazy ideas and consistent income, because there's just a gap in between there. It's very possible for your crazy ideas to create consistent income. I tell you, as a person who literally is living my crazy idea of being a digital nomad, working from anywhere in the entire world, building a business from the ground up to 6 figures without any type of hustling. I am living what it is that I said that I really want to live, and I support my clients in being able to do the same thing for themselves. But it requires activation. It's where theory meets practice is what I'm going to put you on game on. Okay? Because I'm gonna give you a real gem right now with this, and I want you to catch it because it's real deal Holyfield. And I want you to apply it to every single thing in your life, from what you say, from what a man says to you, from what somebody else says to you, from what a job says to you. I don't care what it is. If you don't hear nothing else, hear this. Everything is hypothetical. Everything that is spoken to you is a hypothesis. That means that it's just a theory. When somebody says, I love you, that's cute. It's a theory. It does not activated until, okay? It's not real until theory meets practice. And in order for theory to meet practice, then that requires activation. And to activate that means action, meaning that love is an action word, meaning that whatever is being stated, there needs to be action of this actually occurring. Otherwise, it's hypothetical. I'm going to work with you. It's hypothetical until they actually put down the deposit to work with you. I love you. It's hypothetical until they actually show you actions that reveal love. I'm going to take care of you. This is all hypothetical until we actually have active action in play that is exhibiting care. Everything is hypothetical, beloved. Everything is hypothetical. This will save you a lot of heartache in life. This will save you a lot of heartache in business. This will save you a lot of heartache in friendships. Everything is hypothetical, and it will stop you from judging everything around you. It will stop you from becoming invested in crap that you don't need to be invested in. When somebody tell me their theory, okay, when somebody tells me the sky is blue, I get to choose, or the sky is green, I get to choose whether or not I become invested in that theory, because it's just a theory. And if I want to know more about that theory, then I'll ask questions to that person, or I'll go do my research on that theory. Otherwise, if I don't see action or evidence or proof or truth, it ain't real. It ain't real. And that's what you need to start telling yourself. Y'all are spending too much time overthinking it. What if it don't work out? It ain't even real. What do you mean? You ain't even put it into practice to see. You haven't even activated it to see whether or not it actually is going to work or not. You already saying that it's not going to work. That ain't even real. Y'all talk yourselves out of y'all next level by believing things that are not real. You talk yourself out of actually dating the dream person that you want because you romanticizing what's not real. When you look at things like everything is hypothetical, when you then see that theory meets practice, which has been activated by action, then you can live in the idea of romancing whatever is happening. See, y'all be in hypothetical situations and romancing it, and that's where it gets wild. This is when you start looking at people like, I thought we were gonna be this. Who told you that? Your mind? It's all hypothetical, baby. It's all hypothetical until theory meets practice, according to activation, which requires action. Then that is a reality that you can romanticize. Other than that, don't. Save yourself the heartache in life, in business, and in relationships. Okay? Let me go ahead. And that's just free game. I didn't even think I was going to give y'all that one. But everything is hypothetical. Get into it. When somebody says something to you, it's hypothetical. Why are you mad? Oh, I think that you are so ugly to me. Hypothetical, hypothetical, hypothetical. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Why are you letting a theory that's not in practice get you activated? That's what's the... Child, I'm done. Let me get back to monetizing this creativity, because y'all not finna worry me today, because y'all would do this to me. Monetize your creativity in order to close the gap between your crazy ideas and your consistent income. For those who are joining me, my name is El Internet. I'm a feminine mastery architect, and I support my clients in mastering their feminine design, and I help them use their emotions and cycles to enhance their creativity, their productivity, and their money, their financial growth. Okay? So I'm going to give you these 5 steps, and I'm going to give you these 2 for honorable mention after that I personally think are amazing. But if you want activation on those, then you're going to have to do a little digging. Okay? All right. So the first thing that you want to do to close the gap between your crazy ideas and your consistent income is that you want to stop the excuses, and because money follows the energy of an it girl. And I know a lot of people hear that and you're like, okay, so I have to be like this, I have to be like that, I have to do this, I have to do that. Absolutely not. You have to be who you truly are. The reason why you're not making no money is because you're not being yourself. You're trying to hide behind societal constructs. You're trying to hide behind what people are going to think. You're trying to worry about what your mama finna think and what people finna say about you, and you're feeling like an imposter and all that stuff. Money is not going to follow you, because that's not an it girl, baby. That's the girl who's scared. If you're scared, I ain't even going to say if you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, stay at home and stay at the 9 to 5. That's the real nightmare. That's the real terror. Stay there. If you're scared, stay where you at. Because being scared and trying to ascend is not going to support you. Okay? Stop the excuses. Money follows the energy of an it girl. What is an it girl? An it girl is a girl who is authentic to herself. This is a woman who is in alignment with her light and her dark feminine. This is a woman who is sweet, sugar, and Cajun spice. You know what I'm saying? This woman is a woman who is pleasant and a pleasure to be around, but she is also an amazing woman, but also a warrior when she needs to be. This is a woman who understands her value and understands her worth, and she's not willing to accept any and everything. This woman, as you're hearing people talk about, this woman is the black cat. And I know a lot of people have been talking about the whole black cat theory and women act. I've been telling women from the beginning, if you want to understand feminine nature, pay attention to cats. Cats are not coming to chase you. They barely gonna come see about you. They're going to acknowledge you, though. They're going to accept your presence. They're going to be a little territorial. They got them things. But, baby, a cat, a black cat specifically, is an it girl. Because people are always enamored. They either are scared of the black cats or they're either enamored by the black cat. But underneath it, all of that, they both of those type of people are magnetized by the black cat. And when you are magnetized by something, you're invested. You become energetically invested in something that you are magnetized by. It's like when you smell you smell some good food cooking, it's like somebody barbecuing. It make you turn completely around. You become energetically invested in what you are magnetized by. And the reason why money isn't magnetized to you and money doesn't like flow to you, or it isn't attracted to you, it's because you're not giving the energy of an it girl. You're not in alignment with all elements of who you are. You're too busy trying to wear a mask. And I mean, doggone, didn't we spend enough time wearing masks? Haven't you realized that the longer you wear a mask, you can't breathe? Like, it's crazy the things that we are willing to put ourselves through just to not be ourselves. Y'all will shrink because it's gonna make your friends look bad. Let me tell y'all something. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. My friends know me. When I go somewhere, I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna be in a dress. This face gonna be laid. Okay? This hair gonna be together. She is going to be together. The reason why that is important to me, it's not about anyone else. It is about, I understand the principle of when I look good, I feel good. And when I feel good, I give good energy. And when I give energy, I receive good energy. And when I smile, other people smile. So all of these things, and when I do all of this, I show up at my best. So my friends know, and my friends will crack jokes and even say things like, oh, girl, put on some regular, Toya, she gonna put on some, y'all, I done told y'all my name. But outside of that, my name is Toya. I go by L because my name is LaToya, so I go by L, the first letter of my initial. So people like, one thing about her, she ain't gonna put on no regular clothes. She just go, listen, because I understand that energetically that works for me. And I understand energetically that when I look better, I feel better, I attract better, I move better, I show up better, I execute better. So these things are very, very important. Money follows the energy of an it girl, and you have to know that you are it girl. The consequences of you not doing that, you will continue to make excuses, which is going to keep you stuck in a cycle of inaction, missed opportunities, and it really prevents you from stepping into the fullness of your potential when it comes down to owning your space as a powerful, influential woman. Women are influential. Baby, we start wars and we stop them with sometimes just a look. We calm rooms by simply walking in and not saying a word. I don't think you understand how powerful your essence is. And when you understand how powerful your essence is, and you move according to that, people recognize power. People are attracted to power. And money follows the energy of a powerful woman. Period. Men invest in powerful women. Without question. Even if they have money. And I'm telling you, as a woman, like I said, I have my own business. I work for myself. I don't have an issue with men wanting to invest in me, because they know I know what to do with it. They know I know what to do with it because they see what I do for myself. And when you exhibit results and show what you do for yourself, when people see you pushing your own car, they're more likely to get out of their cars to help you push your car versus you sitting in the car hoping somebody will stop and see you when it's pouring raining outside. Who's going to see you? Who's going to stop what they're doing to see you when you don't see yourself enough to start the process? What you do for yourself is the bare minimum. Y'all are having conversations about, oh, that's the bare minimum. The bare minimum is what you do for yourself. And if you don't do a lot for yourself, that's why you don't get a lot done for you. I mean, and that's just the reality. You don't have hobbies that you keep up. You don't have ways that you invest in yourself. You don't have, things going for yourself. But you want someone to invest in you. You don't invest in you. You don't make it a priority to make sure that you're good. So why would somebody else do that? Money follows an it girl. And I'm telling you, this is even you can use this analogy when it comes down to men. Men invest in things they feel like are worthy of an investment. If he's not investing in you, is that he does not see you as an investment worth dropping it out for. And that's okay that he doesn't see that. You need to see that enough to walk away from that and deal with people who see you as worthy of being invested in. Not everyone is going to see you. And I want you to really look at this like this, y'all. Look at the stock market. Look at the stocks, right? Or look at crypto and all these things. There are so many different options to invest in, right? You can pick any stock. We can invest in Apple. We can invest in Walmart. We can invest in a whole bunch of stuff, right? Some people don't think it's valuable to invest in Walmart. They're not wrong because they don't feel like Walmart is a worthy investment. That just doesn't suit their palate. They feel like they want to invest in Target, okay? So they feel like that's more their palate. They want to invest in Target. So they choose to invest their resources in spaces that they deem valuable. It's about you understanding your value enough to walk away when you're not being invested in. It's also important for you to understand your value so people can begin to add value to what is already there. And it starts with knowing that you are it, girl. You have powerful influence. It's magnetizing. But if you don't know how to tap into that, it's going to be a struggle. The benefit to you embracing the energy of an it girl means that you're embodying the confidence and the decisiveness necessary. Okay, this is going to attract opportunities to you. This is going to attract people, resources who are drawn to the dynamic, powerful presence that you literally are. You'll find that money and success naturally follow you when you exude and empower this type of energy. This is how scammers be making money, y'all. Y'all ain't been watching it. Y'all, please. Y'all ain't been watching how people be scamming people for years. These people, what's that girl name? What is that girl name, God, that's on Netflix? It's a story, Anna. I think her name is Anna. And baby, she was the biggest scammer. She was scamming of the scam. And she was just sitting around, hanging around rich people like she had money. And she was getting money from them like she had money. And she was spending their money because she was confident. She didn't even have no money. She didn't even have no money, y'all. She didn't even have no bread. She was literally scamming people. I'm telling you, more people who have real solutions to help people need to work on their confidence. Because scammers are out here getting your bag because you scared to be your doggone self. Does that make sense? Why y'all letting these scammers get out here and take the money? Because you scared to be yourself, which is really attractive, which is what the people really want, because we're sick of the phony and the fake. You don't want to step into you, but you gonna let the scammers get all the bags? That's crazy work. Why are you sitting on your gifts by not simply just being yourself? When you exude the energy naturally, that you know that you that girl, people gonna treat you like you that girl. I'm telling you what I know, babe. I done walked in many rooms. I done walked in many rooms. I am telling you, it is all about how you walk into a room. I am telling you, if you can master the key principles of understanding that when you walk into a room as a woman and you follow this is a formula that I use when I walk into rooms. And it works every time. I simply walk into the room. Okay? I don't speak. I walk into the room and people feel me energetically first. When I walk into the room, I am going to walk. I have no phone in my hand. I'm going to scan the room with my eyes. I'm going to lock some eyes with somebody who is going to draw and be magnetized by that. Once I pull somebody into my energy, I'm going to smile. Okay? I'm going to then look around and greet with my head. I'm still not speaking, because the next thing that you're going to do after feeling my energy is that you're going to capture my scent. You're going to see me. First you feel me, then you see me, then you smell me, then you hear me. Okay? In that order. First you feel me, then you see me, then you smell me, then you hear me. Impact, steps, magnetism, seduction, all in one. And I didn't even have to really say nothing. That's the energy of an it girl. That's because I understand my dynamic. That's because I understand my strengths. That's because I can look you in the face and tell you no with a smile and be feminine and firm, and at the same time tell you yes, I would love that. But it's about me understanding that I am it girl. Why? Because I understand that I am time, energy, attention, and money. And all I have to do is steward those things and expand those things. Okay? All right. So stop the excuses. Money follows the energy of an it girl. It does. And you see how quickly I can come into it and I can literally come back out in my silly, clowny, playing self. That's because this is really who I am. This is different aspects. And different aspects call, sometimes different environments call for different aspects. And I'm a multifaceted girl, so I can work all of the ones within me at least. Because I'm very in tune with that. And that's what you want, so you can exude that, because that's what's attractive, okay? All right. Thank y'all. So I've told you the first thing is to stop the excuses, because money follows, okay, the energy of an it girl, and it's different for everyone. Notice I'm not telling you to be like this specific girl. You need to just know that you are it girl. Meaning you need to know all aspects of yourself. You have, accepted all aspects of yourself, even the areas that you feel like are flawed. And in that, you take excellent care of yourself. And when you take excellent care of yourself, pampering energy attracts that. When you pamper yourself, it attracts more receiving. So it's a receiving energy. So if you allow yourself to receive from yourself, then you will allow yourself to be open to receive from others. And so that's something that's very important, which is why, like I said, your bare minimum is your self-care, how you take care of yourself. All right. So that's number one. Money follows the energy of an it girl. That's how you're going to close the gap, first and foremost. So be it girl, okay? Understand that you're it, and then be it. All right. The second thing is gift identification. Understanding that your gift expands your territory. When it tells you in scripture that your gifts will make room for you, it's really not a game. But in order for you to practice gift identification, you have to go within and assess self. And you have to assess how people interact with you, okay? If you are the woman who everyone always calls with all of their problems, if you are the one that everyone calls you for solutions and all of these different things and how to do this and how to do that, then you are a solution-oriented person, which is a gift. I am a solution-oriented individual. I am a results-based individual. Those two things can come across to many or when you hear that, many will say that that's masculine. But if you get in the presence of me, you will feel full feminine energy. How is that possible? Because you can very much, just because you are in your feminine and you lean into your feminine, does not mean that you abandon the masculine energy in your left brain, which I'm not going to get too much in that, but it's more of an honorable mention. But that's why the live and lean 80-20 principle is very important. Living 80% in the feminine energy, which is right brain, and 20%, which is action taking, decision making, which is the left brain masculine energy. So it's about you being able to balance the dynamic by understanding yourself. So when you identify your gifts, which is going to be more so in right brain energy, okay, what's going to end up happening is that these things are going to start positioning you to expand and to grow. Okay, the benefit of gift identification is simply this. Let me get my computer up, y'all, so I can have my notes ready. Identifying and understanding your gifts allows you to expand your influence and your territory. It opens doors for new opportunities and different things like that. It also enhances your confidence and positions you as an expert in your field. People are looking for real life experts because they are tired of being scammed and confused by people in all these plots that they're putting out. You sitting on your expertise is crazy work. You being a solution-based person means that you can actually possibly be a consultant to someone. What area of expertise, what area are you so good at problem solving that people want to come see you about it? All my life, adults, children, dogs, cats, everything in between, people have brought me their problems, their issues, and different things like that, coming to seek me seeking me for a solution. I have been like that since I was a child. I am the oldest daughter, so that for sure lets you know what time it is. So that position of me doing that, I had to assess what were people really coming to me for. Which of these people were getting amazing results? Which of these were actually applying the things that I was telling them to do? And paying attention to all of that really let me know that this is a gift. This isn't a curse. Like, I used to feel like, dang, it's a burden. Everybody want to tell me they buy. I'm talking about strangers, baby. I have had people come up to me in Walmart knowing that I have a gift of like being clear, sentient and clear cognizant, meaning that I have a knowing and I have a feeling and I have vision. People come up to me, and it used to stress me the hell out and scare me so bad, because I was like, God, this is not it. Because I don't even want to be bothered. I just want to shop. But what I've had to learn in that process of gift identification is how to use it, and when to use it, and when to set proper boundaries, and when to actually activate the gift, and when to operate from it. Okay, so it's very, very important that you do this, because it allows you to show up as an expert in your field, which means that people will call on you. People will call on you because of that gift, because they need that in their business. Do y'all know it's governmental contracts for everything? And you solution based, and these folks will pay you $100,000 straight check. They're going to pay you a straight check of $100,000 for you to come in and give solutions. But you're so scary. My God. You're so scary that you won't investigate and understand that what you feel is a burden is actually a gift. It's not a curse. It's a gift. You just don't know how to operate. You don't know how to utilize it. And because of that, you're exhausted by it. Some of y'all are dreamers. To dream is a gift. Thank God it's a gift I ain't got. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't want it. Okay? I don't want it. I already can see. I don't want to dream too. Because that can just be a lot. Okay? But that is a gift. It's not a curse. You don't know how to utilize it. You don't know how to activate it. Now, I know how to move in dreams. When I was a little girl, I'm not a dreamer. Like, I can see visions in my dream. Praise God, I don't have that, because that's a lot. But what I can do, and what I have done in the past in my dreams when I was a very little girl, is when I would have terrible dreams, I would be able to call on the Messiah, or call on the name of the Messiah, and I would change dreams. So I have had the ability since I was a little kid to switch dreams. If something bad was happening, I could always call on God, and I would change to another dream. So these things are gifts, okay? And when you begin to grow spiritually, you begin to understand how these gifts operate and how these gifts work. And the more you grow in your relationship with the one that created you, that is when you learn how to harness those gifts and put them in the proper areas where they need to be. Some of us feel like we're chaotic and we're this and we're that. Your chaos has a place. It just don't got a place everywhere you at. It's about you understanding the key principle of timing, setting, and appropriate. And when you can understand that, you know how to utilize your gifts. You know how not to, put yourself in a position that your gifts become a burden or feel like a curse to you. Okay? Now, the consequences of you not recognizing and identifying your gifts is that failing to not recognize your unique gifts leads to undervaluing yourself. This is why a lot of y'all charge. I feel like I'm just starting out, so maybe I need to charge this. Baby, if you don't charge that right price the first time. Pricing is about confidence, value, and execution. Pricing is about confidence, value, and execution. Pricing is about confidence, value, and execution. If you know that you're going to execute that job efficiently, you need to be paid for it. If you know that you are providing an extremely valuable service, you need to be paid well for it. If you know you are expert and you know you the it girl and you know what you talking about, you need to be paid for that. Period. Pricing is about confidence, value. Again, and I done already forgot the last one, y'all, because I start going in. But y'all know what I'm saying. But understand it is about those three things, okay? So be very clear. You are undervaluing yourself because you don't realize how gifted you are. Execution. Thank you, my love. Y'all know y'all be having me. Confidence, value, and execution. That's all pricing is. I used to be I was the $25 makeup artist when I first started, when I had a makeup artist business. Why did I do that? Because I had low confidence that people were going to pay me, because I was just starting out, so I was scared, and I needed to shut all that up. I went from charging $25 a face to $1,000 days, baby. You wasn't seeing me at a wedding if you weren't paying me at least $1,000. Okay? You ain't seeing me unless you was gonna pay my day rate of a minimum of $1,000. But I had to work up to that space to understand that. But I didn't understand that me being an artist and painting the face, and it wasn't just about me painting the faces. My gifts were making room for me, because what was I doing in that experience as well? Let me move this up some. What was I doing in that experience as well? My gift was being activated. The conversations I was having with these women that I was doing their makeup, that was really what was going on. Gift identification was happening. These women were sitting in my chair not just because they wanted to be beat down, but because they wanted the wisdom that was coming from my mouth. The insight that was coming from within me is what they were craving. And it was from then I began to realize what this really was and what this really was about. And how makeup was just a scapegoat to get these women in my chair, to give them the message that the Most High had for them, that was being, given out via me. Okay? So when you understand gift identification, you understand that your territory is going to expand. I'm a hairstylist, and this half of my clients, I feel you. So true. I had some of the best combos during. Absolutely. Gift identification comes at the most random times, which is why you always have to be paying attention. The work that I do now, where I work with women and I support women in this way, I coach teen girls for 10 years. I coached them into womanhood. I coached dance for 10 years. I coached my babies from 11. I think my oldest baby, it gotta be 30 now. My youngest baby, my baby just turned 22. Okay? My youngest baby is 22. Hey lady, wanting to work with AI, you feel me? Absolutely I am. Rocky, shoot me a DM and we gonna show get it popping. Yes, ma'am. But in that space, working with those teenage girls, identified my gift of being able to grow things. It identified my ability to be able to heal things. And those things started with myself. I grew. While growing those babies grew me. Healing those babies healed me. And that set up the identification that I was a healer. And that it was my journey to walk with people and to support people in the space, and to use what I had within me and the gifts I had within me to be able to add a little bit more light on their path so they can see clearly. That's my position. That's it. That's all. No problem, my love. I want to move into another space that helps people into their journey. Absolutely. You can. You absolutely can. Okay? So understanding your gifts expands your territory. Like I said, the consequence to it, you undervalue yourself. And it can result in a lack of direction, which can have you spinning around in circles in your professional and your personal life, because you don't understand your gifts. And this is how you get used up by companies. This is what happens to a lot of people. You're closing multi-million-dollar deals. I want you to hear me. It is you that are closing these multi-million-dollar deals and that are bringing in this money for these corporations. If you work in sales, it is you that's bringing this money, and these people fool with you. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. That's why they put in the sales positions people who are very much so you can get up there and really convince them. It's you that's bringing in the bag. You. And when you understand that you are the gift, you will become present in your own life. I hope you caught that. When you understand that you are the gift, you will then become present in your own life. I hope that you caught that. So understand your gift so your territory can be expanded. Number 3, once you have identified your gifts, the next thing that you're going to do is that you want to get into the space of activating your skill set. Okay? So skill set activation is required in order to create attraction. This is your unique sauce. I'm going to say that again. Skill set activation is necessary in order to create attraction. Okay? This is your unique sauce. So when I say skill set activation, there is a unique way that you do the things that you do. I am a feminine mastery architect. I speak a lot on feminine design. I speak a lot on energetics. I speak a lot on your cycles and understanding and making more money and different things like that. And there are people who are talking about things that are similar from a femininity perspective, but ain't nobody touching the realm like I am, because my perspective and my approach comes from scripture, science, and psychology, and there is no one who is doing that. And even if someone was doing that, they still would not be able to touch me if I gave them all of the ingredients, because I am the secret sauce. And when you understand that about yourself, it's different. When you understand that you are the missing secret ingredient and you are the skill set, the way that you articulate your message, the way that you walk into a room, the way that you capture and cultivate and you're able to network with people, it is you that's attractive. So you have to activate those natural skills that you have. Some of y'all got the gift of charm. I do. Know how to use it. Don't be deceitful, but know how to use it. Some of you all have the gift of just being able to feel energetically when things are off. Know how to use it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Understand how to utilize it so that you can excel. That is a skill set. It is a skill set to be able to be reserved and to be poised. It is a skill set to be able to have etiquette. It is a skill set. What are the skill sets that you have that are so attractive and that are so irresistible? Because you have them. When you fail to activate and utilize your skill set, this means that your talents remain hidden and underutilized. I think Dr. Miles Monroe said it. He said it's a lot of millionaires in the graveyard. It's a lot. It would have been a lot of millionaires coming from this graveyard, but people literally will allow their talents to remain hidden and underutilized. You literally, and normally people like this have allowed life to beat the brakes off them, to beat the joy out of them, to beat the spirit out of them, that you won't even activate yourself so that you can create the life that you want. Yeah, I think it was him too. You can't even create the life you want because you won't activate your skills, because you don't even believe that you're attractive, because you think that attractive is just in the term or the wording of looks. Looks is the last part of attraction. To attract means to call forth. You are calling forth things into your life experience already. Why not call forth something that you actually desire and you actually want? By activating your uniqueness. How do you activate your uniqueness? By understanding and owning all the quirks and the weirdness and all those things about you. Baby, because I'm going to get on the swing. As a 40-year-old woman, I was on the swing yesterday. I'm going to get on every swing. Every city I go, country I go in, I'm going to find me a park and get on the swing, because that is my inner child. You may catch me playing hopscotch. If I see one on the ground, I'm finna hop and scotch. You better believe. If I see some double dutches, you better believe I'm finna try to hop in there. If I hear a song in the store that reminds me of my teenage years, you better know I'm gonna hit a two-step. I'm not losing my joy, because that's a part of my quirkiness. My quirkiness is like all of those things make up who I am. It's a part of my activation. And when it comes down to my skills, it keeps me fun. And a lot of us aren't fun. Just being honest. A lot of us have gotten so serious that we're not fun. We've succumbed to the stress and the stagnicity of life, and we aren't fun. And a lot of men want to have fun. Just being honest. Not waste the water, sorry y'all. I have some tissue or something, Jesus. Y'all not fun. You're not fun because you're not unique. You're trying to be like everybody else. You're trying to fit in. You weren't meant to fit in. Grow up. Grow up out of that and get out of the children's table so that you can sit at the table as the head like you're supposed to of your own table. Okay? Skills activation. When you activate your skills in order to create attraction, which is your unique sauce, what ends up happening is that you become magnetic. You become irresistibly magnetic. Y'all ever just seen somebody walk into a room, or you've seen someone and it's just, you don't even know, you just can't stop staring at them because it's something about them where you're just so drawn into their magnetism or their presence? Or have you ever had a conversation with someone and they were speaking and you just looking at them and every word you just almost just like magnetism? You have that yourself. Thank you so much, my love. You have that yourself. When you get into the space of skills activation in order to attract, you become magnetic. Your unique sauce becomes the most powerful tool in your attraction toolbox. Okay? You start drawing in clients. You start drawing in suitors. And I'm going to tell you something. Notice when you start working out and focusing on yourself, it's like everybody start coming back. Them exes start coming back. Everybody just seems to want your attention. Why? Because you are focusing and zoned in on you. It is you. You're drawing in partners. You're drawing in opportunities. All of these things that resonate with your authentic self. All of these things that support your authentic self. This activation boosts your visibility. It makes you glow. It really makes you glow. It boosts your visibility. It makes you glow. It boosts your creativity, your credibility. Okay? Which leads to people wanting more of you. They're wanting more of what you're offering. What else you got? I have clients that are like, girl, you created a new master class. Girl, I'm coming. Girl, you created this. I'm coming. Why? Because of the skill set. Because I activated it. Because it's attractive to those who resonate with my unique sauce. And there are people who resonate with your unique sauce. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Why are you not activating your skill set? Why? Because somebody said it wasn't going to work? Child, I made 6 figures literally being a feminine healing coach. I wasn't a business coach. I wasn't that. A feminine healing coach. Women wanted to heal. They came see me. Women who still want to heal come see me. That's what it is. You can do whatever it is that you truly desire to do, but you need to remove and heal those blocks, the blocks that have been created and the ones you've created yourself. And I help women remove those blocks to create flow. Because you deserve flow. Because flow is ease. Hey, my love. Flow is ease. And ease is a way better existence than exhaustion. Okay? Number 4. The fourth thing that you're going to do to close the gap between your crazy ideas and consistent income, because it's just a gap. It really ain't hard. It's just a gap. Is that you're going to sync with your menstrual cycle in order to expand your energy. Now, I didn't do a whole lot of talking about that today. And like I said, I was going to do this success strategy system on the end. But I'm going to just tell you the consequences of not syncing with your menstrual cycle, because you have 4 phases in your menstrual cycle: menstrual, follicular, luteal, and ovulation. And when you aren't in sync with these, it can lead to burnout. This is why a lot of women don't last in business. This is why you see a lot of women who make a lot of money in businesses, or a lot of CEOs of corporations that are women, and they end up burning out, and they end up telling stories about how they were so exhausted during the time they were making the most money of their lives. This happens because when you're making, you can make all the money in the world, but when you are fighting against your natural rhythm, you put your body in a state of lack of harmony. When your body gets to a high point of lack of harmony, it's going to be in a state of dis-ease. From this dis-ease, known as disease, illness is going to make itself known. Okay? We invite illness into our bodies every single time that we allow burnout energy to enter our space. When you every time you allow burnout into your space is when you say no or yes, when you say yes to things that you need to be saying no to. Hey, I know you're off work, but can you? That should be a no, because Because why the hell you answering the phone anyway and you off work? Let's start there. See, don't piss me off with that. Why y'all answering the phone? I tell my friends, and I will hang up the phone if my friends are near me and they off work and they want to answer the phone, baby, I will hit the red button because they already know what time it is with me. You are off work. Are you being paid for that? Because if you are not, it's that your energy is expensive. And the problem is you don't understand your energy is expensive. So even answering a question where you have to do mental gymnastics to figure out, to go back to your Monday mind because your mind is currently in Saturday, it's not even worth that. So you need to understand and operate according to your energy instead of fighting your energy. Okay? And when you burn yourself out, you have reduced productivity. And on top of that, when you're not in sync with your cycle, you have emotional imbalance. And when you have if you mix emotional imbalance with loneliness and desperation, this results in your bad choices in men. Oh, and not knowing your value. Those are the things that contribute to you choosing piss poor suitors right there. Not knowing your value and exhausting yourself to oblivion and being emotionally imbalanced and trying to make decisions from that space. Very dangerous and very damaging to your self-esteem, to your well-being, and to your overall health. All because you're not in sync with your menstrual cycle. All because you don't understand how your body works. All because you don't understand that there are certain phases that you should not be trying to have hard conversations during. One of these phases of your cycle, you should not be having hard conversations. You should not be having hard conversations. There is one phase of your menstrual cycle that you should not be trying to have difficult conversations during that time frame because you are not emotionally grounded enough to have those type of conversations. But you don't know that though. So you want to have hard conversations when your mood ain't right. Your energetically, you're not in a space to receive or even release properly. So you do damage and call it PMSing. You ain't PMSing, baby. You ain't. You are not in alignment with your natural rhythm, and because of that, you literally are acting out and having an out-of-body experience. Out-of-body experience. You're not in sync with yourself. You're not grounded. You're not grounded at the root. Therefore, there is no flow. There is no release. Okay? So it's very important for you to understand that when you are not in sync with your cycle, it creates disconnection from your natural rhythms and how you really operate. Not only does it promote this disconnection, but what it also does is that it literally stops you from being as effective as you want to be. It positions you to be in a state of being exhausted. And that is terrible for your well-being because you don't know how to manage your energy. And if you don't know how to manage your energy that keeps you physically operating, then I know doggone well you can't manage your energy in motion. And emotion, by definition, is energy in motion. That's why you can't manage your energy in motion during your cycle, because you cannot manage your energy in general because you're not in sync with your cycle. Ding, ding, ding. You're not moody. You're not PMSing. You're not in sync. You're out of sync, which is why your body operates like that on your cycle, which is a heavy reason why your periods are so heavy. Why you cramp the way you do, because you mask the pain by taking pills instead of getting the proper rest. And for the rest of the month, your whole cycle is off. Your whole chemical cycle, and your body runs off chemical energy. All of it is off. All because you didn't do what you needed to do during your cycle. All because you didn't eat what you needed to eat during your cycle. All because you didn't release spiritually, mentally, emotionally, just like you were physically during your cycle. See, because you don't understand these things, you carry that trauma and that drama every single month because there is no release. And you have wounds and years and years and years of stored negative emotional energy blocking your womb. And you can't, next thing you know, you can't create. You can't procreate. You can't procreate and you can't create. You can't create figuratively, meaning you can't create a new avenue for yourself, and you can't create physically from your body. That's how deep it goes. Absolutely. I agree. Even if I'm not in pain, I feel like I shouldn't be working on my cycle. Back in the day in scripture, women didn't work on their cycle. Women actually rested. Back in the G, when women were on their cycles, like they on the menstrual phase of their cycles, they were actually in solitude. They got space. They had slept in there. They had different beds that they slept in. They were completely to themselves. They didn't have to interact with nobody. They didn't have to deal with anything. There was no, oh, we doing work, we doing chore. They weren't doing that. They were resting. Because that is the time for them to release everything from them that is not clean. That is the opportunity for them to release everything that was not clean from within to out. Which could prepare them once they release all of these things that don't belong and that are no longer useful and that are not clean. They are able to receive because now they are an empty vessel and they are ready to be filled up. But you can't get filled up because you ain't got no release. So you ain't getting the digital downloads that's available to you that will help you create opportunity for yourself, that will attract money. You can't do that because you have no room to receive, because you do not release when you need to release. And you don't release because you don't understand the science of yourself. Therefore, you don't understand the science of everything else around you. So this is why you can't live and coexist and be cohesive with the opposite sex or in friendships or in relationships, because you're not cohesive with self. You're not in agreement with self. You think you're going to come under agreement in a marriage? Marriage is covenant. It means to come under agreement. You don't agree with yourself. You're going to convince me you're going to be okay. The benefit to being in sync with your cycle is it allows you to harness the natural ebbs and flows of your energy. You know when to do what and when not to do what. This synchronization enhances your productivity, your creativity, and your emotional well-being, which puts you in position to be able to create from a high vibrational space because you're in a better mood, which puts you in position to attract more money. Scripture, science, psychology. God told us to rest. Society told us to take pills and mask our periods and do what we want. God told us to rest. Society told us to hustle. Let me know how far this getting you. Let me know how society's antics have helped you. They're liars. By working with your cycle and syncing with it, you can really optimize your performance. You can maintain a balance of vibrant energy and experience throughout the entire month, which is very important. How your cycle is and how things are going during that menstrual phase when you're releasing sets the tone for the rest of those phases. So if you didn't do what you needed to do in that time frame and you didn't eat well and eat the things you need to eat and do that, then guess what? You're going to feel it for the rest of the month. That's why you can't lose weight. Your body's not in rhythm, so it stores fat instead of actually exercise, actually helping it make its exit. No matter how much you work out, it ain't working because your body's not in sync. It's not in rhythm. That's why all your workouts aren't working. This is coming from someone who used to be 90 pounds heavier, who about to drop this last hot 20 to 30 real quick because I was almost 300 pounds. So I'm telling you, when you don't and you're not in sync with your cycle and you're stressing out, you actually position yourself to store fat pockets because it messes with your metabolism. I study energy on a cellular level. I'm an energetic psychology practitioner. That's just an addition to my other degrees. But I'm trying to let you know that not being in sync with your cycle, it exhausts your energy, versus being in sync with your cycle expands your energy. And you want your energy to be expanded so that you can execute, especially in the areas that you deem valuable. If you are a mom, and execution as a mom is very important to you, it's very important for you to be in sync with that. Okay? So Very vital and very important. I have a masterclass actually that's happening on next Thursday, Kelly, that can break everything down for you. Otherwise, you can look on Google. I also have some courses and different things where I break this down. And I have a mastermind program where I'm training women specifically on the energetics that go into this when it comes down to your emotions, how they impact your cycle, and how you can utilize it to be successful. And not only just be successful in business, but create sustainable success. Because like I said, I built my business from the ground up to 6 figures without hustling. I still make really good money in my business currently now, and I'm not hustling. And it's all because I do business according to my feminine design. And a huge part of that is the science of my feminine design, and not just the aesthetic of it. I use the aesthetic of my feminine design to attract. See, that's the game. The science of my femininity is what gets me paid. The 20% of time that I have to live in my masculine mindset, which is left brain, is how I execute so I can get back into my feminine, which is receiving pay. See, it's a system that we don't really understand how to work because we don't really understand ourselves. And so I support women in understanding yourself all the way deep down, because the more you know yourself, the better you can structure your business. The realer you are with you, the longer you're going to be in business. No, the more you know yourself, the better you can structure your business. The realer you are with you, the longer you're going to be in business. Okay? So I position you to understand those 2 points at all times so that you can sustain what it is that you're building, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a marriage, whether it is a 6-figure, 7-figure business, whatever it is, it requires sustainability. Whether it is just you and your health, it requires sustainability. And I position women for mastery, which positions them to create sustainability. Okay? The masterclass is $222. You can get it with Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay, as well as any of my other services that you see in the bio. If you specifically want to know about how you can become a certified feminine design and embodiment coach, which is the certification that I offer, because this is going to be my last year directly coaching women in this space. I'll be coaching specifically experts and focusing on them more so next year, women who are ready. So I'm training 10 women. And if you're interested in that program, then you have to shoot me a DM. I will shoot you an email with your email address. I will shoot you an email with information on that program. It is a 4-figure investment that will be going to a 5-figure investment. It is a framework that you will be learning around scripture, science, and psychology, so that when women come to me and they're looking for coaches directly to teach them in that space, I have recommendations that I know have come from me, because I don't play about me and I don't play about my name. Okay? So the qualifications for a masterclass, you can just grab it. Is access to the masterclass inclusive if we get into any of your other programs? Unless you are in my high level program, that's the only way you get access to all of my masterclasses. Like, you get to attend all of them for free. But when you get, it was something I did for someone else the other day. I'm trying to remember because I don't want to lie. That's what it is. If you get the FEMA bundle this week, because the FEMA bundle is going up to $697. It says it's $697 right now, but it's really $497. You get a lot in that, and it's basically you get the entire program as a self-study. You get a ticket to the masterclass, the Cycle-Centric Leadership Masterclass. So if you get that bundle for $497, you not only get those courses in there and you get those 2 one-on-ones with me, but you also get a ticket to the masterclass. But that's $497. So if you get the FEMA bundle, you automatically get a ticket to the Cycle-Centric Masterclass, where you learn more so how to plan, okay, around your cycle, how to understand how it operates, the different phases and different things like that, so that you can make more money in your business. Because I'm telling y'all, this system is going to really support a lot of women in 2025, because a lot of women going to lose their businesses in 2025. And I'm telling you right now, you mark my words, a lot of women are going to quit their businesses. A lot of women are going to have difficulty in their businesses because they're going to continue to work against themselves, thinking that that's going to work. That hustle model and that hustle business mindset is not going to work, because you cannot outwork robots. They are hiring robots. They are putting people in position for that. They also, okay, are building out AI on a massive scale. You can't outwork a robot, and you can't outwit AI. You have to be in your creative bag to know the value that you provide so that you can articulate that value and so that you can attract monetary opportunities. Because if you don't, you position yourself to be a slave to these corporations that are currently setting you up. They have been buying investment groups, and a bunch of people have been buying up land and property for a long time to outprice you on how to live. You got to figure out how you're going to thrive in this upcoming society, and working hard is not it. So women who get in that masterclass are going to be in alignment and be able to create more income with ease, because they're going to drop the hustle mode. And if you want to drop that, you need to get back in body, because you've been doing too much out of body work, which is why your body is out of balance. Period. Okay? So let me go back to these questions. Sorry, y'all. There are no other specific requirements for the masterclass. Let me give y'all this last one, and I promise I'm going to answer the rest of these questions in the masterclass. The fifth thing that you want to do to close the gap between your crazy ideas and your consistent income is that you want to use time alchemy to see faster results. I consider myself to be a time alchemist. Okay? Time alchemy basically is knowing how to expand your time. The ways that I have expanded my time and expanded my quality of life span is by losing 90 pounds, leaving a corporate society that was making me go bald, making me extremely sick, stop eating certain foods. It's certain things that I did to shift my reality faster, to make me have quicker and better results in my life, in my business, and even in my romantic life. All of these things. So time alchemy supports you in seeing faster results. The consequence of not practicing time alchemy, i.e. managing your time the proper way that you need to and making sure that you're investing it in spaces that are going to give you great return on your time, is that when you do that, you mismanage your time, you can lead to inefficiency, stress. Y'all ever, when you rushing, you realize how stressed you are? That's why I tell women all the time, as a woman, you should never be rushing. As a woman, you should never be rushing. As a woman, you should never be rushing. When you start rushing, you put the body under a state of stress. The body also starts to activate the cortisol hormone, and the cortisol hormone is literally just a stress hormone. You begin to activate that stress hormone within your body, which positions you for negative energy and motion within your body, negative emotions. Okay, when you are in a rush, do you notice how negative you begin to be with everybody else around you, because everything is getting on your nerves, because you're the one who's late and because you're the one that's rushing? Next thing you know, the kids getting on your nerves when they just come to ask you, can they get something to eat, like they do every single day? Your husband come to say something to you, snapping on him because you rushing. Why are you rushing? You're throwing your body under stress, and you are literally a stress bucket. And you are giving people energetic experiences that they don't deserve because you are rushing. Okay? So learn how to use time alchemy so that you can operate from a space that is stressless. Okay? Because if you don't, this is going to slow the progression towards your goals. It's going to create a feeling of constantly being behind and overwhelmed if you don't start practicing time alchemy. Okay? The benefit to practicing time alchemy is that you master the art of effective time management. It allows you to prioritize tasks that elevate your well-being and your health. It eliminates time wasters. It allows you to focus on activities that yield the highest returns. This means we don't give our time to people we don't like. Stop going on dates with men just because you just want to go out with them. You're wasting your time, and you're risking a universal consequence that you don't want anyway, because you don't really want him. Okay? Focus on activities that are going to yield you the highest returns. This strategic approach literally is going to accelerate your results. It is going to help you achieve your goals faster and greater with ease. Simple. Real simple, real easy. The honorable mentions is knowing how to live and lean in the 80-20 principle. I talked about the 80-20 principle, and I'm really going to dive more into 80-20 principle tomorrow when I redo the live on creativity and getting your womb out of survival mode. But basically, you want to live 80% in your right brain, which is feminine energy, and 20% in the left brain, which is masculine energy. And I'll go over that more tomorrow. And then you also want to operate from a space you want to use the survive to thrive method that I have, which is basically you using ancient wisdom to ground yourself, so that you can create flow, remove blockages, and see fruitful results. But I'll talk more about that on tomorrow, okay? So what questions do you guys have? If all of this information resonated with you, you should be in the masterclass on next Thursday. Period. Unless you want to keep hustling and being exhausted. I don't care. Do what you want to do. It's your life. I'm not here to argue with you about your well-being and your worth. My position and my assignment with the Most High is for me to let women know and to wake women up and to inspire them to think and take action. If you choose not to do that, totally not my business. I'm just being on assignment, okay? That's it. So, thank you, Paris, my sunshine. Okay, so let me go back to these questions. Do you mind briefly giving the details of the FEMA bundle? Sure. In the FEMA bundle, you will get the following. You will get the Flow Masterclass, which is the Feminine Law and Order Masterclass that teaches you how to become an energetic match to receive whatever it is you want, baby. And I do mean whatever. If you want $10,000 in your business, then you have to do the work to become an energetic match to receive $10,000. And you're not that if you don't know how to manage $1,000 a month, okay? Before I became a six-figure business owner, I had to position myself. What would it feel like and what would I be doing if I was a six-figure business owner, when I was a five-figure business owner, when I was a zero-figure business owner? I was like, what would I do if I had all the money in the bank? I would go do this. I would go work out. I would go do this. I would go do that. And I put myself in that energetic space. You have to do that. And that's what that does for you. If you are wanting a healthy relationship, you need to be an energetic match for a healthy relationship. If you are not, there are things that need to be taking place so that you can do that. The Flow class supports you in that. Then you also get Intelligence to Income Masterclass, which supports you in packaging your intelligence by putting it in a product or service, and me providing you with a blueprint that supports you in how you can make your first $50,000 in your business, okay? So that's the Intelligence to Income Masterclass. It teaches you how to search within yourselves. What are my gifts? What do people actually come to me about? How do I streamline that? Which gifts actually are on demand right now that I actually can monetize and actually make money from? You learn all of that in that specific class, the Intelligence to Income Masterclass. You also get the Feminine Business Blueprint that teaches you how to balance life and work. So you build a business according to who you truly are, that is authentic to you, so that you can sustain the business that you're building. You also get the Feminine Flourishing Kit that comes with the ritual books, that comes with the marketing and the funneling, and that's teaching you how to grow your business online. Also, you get a ticket to the Psychocentric Leadership Masterclass that supports you in syncing with your cycle so that you can harness that power and make more money. And you get all of that for $497, but that offer goes out the window on June 1st because the price goes up to $697. You can get that with Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. It says $697 right now. It ain't $697 when you push the button, because I ain't updated it. And if it is, and I'm wrong, because I don't think I'm wrong, then inbox me and I will send you the $497 link, okay? But that link is only viable and available until the 31st. Once the 31st, June 1st hit, it's a wrap. It's $697, okay? So that is the FEMA bundle, and that's what's included in it. Yes, it will. Thank you, Paris. What time tomorrow? What, baby? What is the name of your business, and where can I research and read all about it? You can click the link in the bio and be able to read and research all about it. You can go to my Instagram and research and read all about it. You can be able to go to Google and type in my name, L. Antoinette, and you could put feminine business strategies, feminine lifestyle strategies. There are a couple of articles that are going to come out. There's another article that I'm actually working on now with the company that's about to release about the work that I do. So you can do that as well. You can go through all the testimonials that I have on Instagram. You can read the ones that are on the pages of the products and services that I offer. That's how you can find out more information about me. And if you know somebody that know me, you can ask them about me, because I am who I am on and offline. They'll tell you. So, what other questions do you all have? What other questions? And congratulations to those who have purchased, because I see some purchases coming through. So congratulations to those, and I will see you guys on 6/6 for that masterclass. I will be going live tomorrow to re-record the live that didn't go, that didn't take for my sound or for whatever reason that was happening on TikTok, on how your creativity, why your creativity is blocked, and how healing your womb from survival mode is the key. Okay? You said you were going to speak on the 80-20 principle, and I must have. 80/20 principle. I'm gonna dive deeper into it tomorrow, but basically 80% of the time you're in right brain energy, which is feminine energy, authentic feminine energy. Their right brain is more of the creativity, the imagination, the feelings, and all that. So you spend the majority of time over there, and you know how to lean into left brain energy, which is more of your action taking, decision making aspect, which is more of the masculine energy. So that's the 80/20 rule. And that's the live and lean principle that I live by and I teach my clients. What other questions do you guys have? I'm gonna do my nails today, child. Cause any other questions before I get ready to let y'all go? And like I said, for those who are interested in the certification program to become a feminine design and embodiment coach, or to receive that certification to be able to teach the things that I do teach, then shoot me a DM with your email address, and I will send you some information on the program. But please understand, this is a 4-figure investment program that will be a 5-figure investment program come in the next upcoming quarter or so. So make sure that you're very serious and you're very clear that this is what you want to embark on, because I take this work very serious, and the women who I'm going to be working with are very powerful women. And so I want these women to be able to come in, deliver, and give you exactly what it is that you need according to the standard that you're used to receiving with myself. So if you're interested in that, DM me your email. I'll send you that information, and we can go back and forth about that. I honestly don't know what time I'm gonna be on tomorrow. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie. What I can tell you is that I'm gonna send an email out. I'll tell you that for sure. I am gonna do that. Okay. Today I got a bit of a late start. I was supposed to come on 11:45, but child, it's a lot. Okay. Any other questions, my loves? So you click the link in the bio to be able to get access to the course or any other services or different things that I offer. If you have any additional questions, make sure to DM me. And if this is your first time joining, feel free to binge all of the content that I have on my page, because if you just applied that content, child, your whole life could shift and change if you really about that. But if you ain't about that, don't even waste your time. Okay? So I hope that y'all have an amazing, amazing day. I'm going to go get some of this sun because I feel great. So I'm going to see what's going to happen out here in this world outside. I hope that y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Self-care is the key fundamental of every single relationship, because you set the tone of how people treat you by the way you treat yourself. And you should treat yourself exceptionally well, because you deserve it. Peace, y'all.